All right, so we got to talk about something when it comes to changing the way you eat, losing weight, and just making healthier eating decisions. So, you've probably heard of body cues, right? You know you want to listen to your hunger, fullness, things like that. But what you really need to understand about your body and communicating with it is that this isn't a period at the end thing you're going to figure out. Like, you can't fix your body. You're never going to speak the same language. So in other words, there's not going to be a point where your body starts to speak English or whatever language you speak. And it's going to tell you, hey, 2 + 2 = 4. Here's when I'm hungry. Here's when I'm full. And you're like, check. Now I can lose the weight. That's never going to happen. And this is really uncomfortable for those of us who are highly logical, intellectual, and love organization. It feels very uncomfy to not have the direct equation or answers from our body. And a lot of the time, why a lot of you haven't figured this out yet is because you're waiting for that. You're assuming that you should know exactly when you're going to be hungry, when you're going to be full, and that there's like this set point. And here's something that a lot of my clients, or all of my clients, have to acclimate to, because I coach very like type A successful women, is they have to get comfortable not knowing the complete equation before they take action on something. So they can't wait to be certain before they take action with the best intentions. Quick example is I had a client who was working on her fullness cues and she stopped losing weight. And so she assumed something was going very wrong and that she hadn't figured out the right equation. So she was still trying to like intellectually figure her body out. And what I knew about her is that she stopped showing up in honoring her fullness because she was still on the back end, like trying to do the math of it and see, okay, but when am I full? When is this going to happen? And I told her this and I was like, you're not just showing up and making your best decision based on when you think you're full. You're trying to solve for it without taking action, right? Makes sense? And so what she said to me was, but when will I know that I'm full? When will I figure it out? When will I have this like schedule that I can go to every day with my fullness? And I'm like, you won't. You just need to ask your body. Every day during your meals, you just need to start asking your body, like, am I full? And your best guess is good enough. And that best guess will inform you moving forward of your body cues. And you're going to start learning your body's language a little bit more, but it's never going to quite be the same. But that is enough. But I want you to notice how uncomfy that might feel because that's the best it's ever going to get. What I want you to know is that that's enough to have your goal body naturally. You don't have to like speak the same language as your body, but when you spend time trying to figure out the math of your fullness and body cues, it's going to leave you from actually checking in with it during your meals, making the best decision you can and letting it be that simple. That's a surrender a lot of you might need.